All right, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Real Talk video. I pray all is well with everybody as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all the praise. Thank the Most High for so much. My title now just simply says, it's your lifestyle. The Most High laid this heavy on my spirit, and I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Calvin 21. It's your lifestyle. Oftentimes you hear me say this, and let me give a shout out also to my sister B. Jackson. I'll say this just as I heard her say on her before about how worship is your lifestyle. But if we just really be honest and take a look around, man, a lot of people, honestly, they don't care the way they live. They don't care about the way they eat. They don't care about their temple. They just living and doing any kind of thing. And I know a lot of stuff that I say to people on camera and off camera is very hurtful. It hurt their feelings. But I've learned to speak the truth, and people's feelings are going to be their feelings anyway. They're going to get mad at you anyway. But people that love truth, that's spiritual, don't mind when you correct them, rebuke them out of love. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. If I step on your toes, go ahead and be all right anyway. But when you start talking about lifestyle, as our beautiful sister B. Jackson says, your worship is your lifestyle. Your relationship and living right for the Most High should be on point. A lot of people are going through a lot, and they're very angry, and they blaming everything on the Most High because of what they doing in their life and lack of understanding. You know, and then most of them just really don't want to be obedient. I'm not talking about everybody. But I'm going to say something. You know, if most people really knew that they worship is their lifestyle, they wouldn't make a New Year's resolution. Uh-oh. I'm stepping on toes. I'm going to say it again. If most people really knew that worship is their lifestyle, they wouldn't be making a New Year's resolution. See, I don't have a New Year's resolution. I focus on the solution. And the solution is the Most High. Studying and living that word. See, when you stay obedient in the word, then you don't have to keep making resolutions. You don't have to keep making up excuses. You don't have to keep, worrying about what other people think and what they're going to do in their life. You will straighten up your life. And I hope this video can really reach a few people that's, got these questions about lifestyle. Because a lot of times, I don't think a lot of people really look at their lifestyle. Every year I see people making a New Year's resolution about losing weight. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to give me a treadmill. I'm going to be on point. I'm going to be better this year. I got to get my blood pressure down, this and that. And it just becomes something they say every year. Because during the year, they fall right back off. See, let me say this to the people that love to overeat. And I mean this out of love. Because I got to tie all this in together. Losing weight, I'm going to say a diet. A diet is your lifestyle. When the Most High told Israel what to eat and not to eat, what was laid out in the plan, I like to call it the Most High's diet plan for Israel, had never changed. And when you look at what we living in nowadays, worse as it is, you ought to be very cautious with what you put into your body. Because the food ain't food no more. So when I start talking about a diet, that's not a resolution. Something you think about doing every year. A diet becomes your lifestyle because you try your best to eat right every day. You either going to eat right or you going to eat wrong. Everything that we do in this life, it's a practice. You practice doing it every day. So the only way to eat better is to practice eating better. The only way to get your mouth right and stop cussing so much is to practice not cussing. Put a new vocabulary in you. So when you start talking about lifestyle, just like me coming on here speaking this word to you, whether it's a Bible study video or a real talk like this one, this is not just me saying this is something for me to do. This is who I am. This is my lifestyle. I've dedicated myself to the ministry and I'm not turning back, whether who like it or not. So when you live for the Most High, you live and every day you try your best to strive to be closer and closer to living righteous. I didn't say live, you're going to live perfect. But you don't practice, you don't walk around living in sin, sinning willfully. Ministry is no joke. And you know what? It never stops. A lot of people always talking about the doors of the church is open, but really they closed on Sunday. Somebody will catch that later. But I'm not talking about everybody's church building. The body never stops. But we put too much emphasis on these buildings, and we think that people everybody we know gonna come up in the church building like they gonna come faithfully. And now, if the church is not going out, something's wrong. It's your lifestyle. Too many people need love, encouragement. Too many people are poor. I'm talking about the real poor, not the poor stewards that's making stupid decisions because they love to gamble and their habits is getting the best of them. And they always talking about they broke, but they not. They just a poor steward. I'm talking about the real poor that our Father said will be amongst us, who need food to eat, clothes to wear. The real widow women out here. A lot of people are in bad shape because of the unhealthy lifestyle they chose. And when you choose to live against the Most High, then your life becomes very difficult. Very difficult. You find yourself always in confusion, like we just talked about yesterday. You know how you can see how most people are living? Look on Facebook. Look at the ones who Facebook their business all day. Look at the ones who Facebook their problems instead of facing their problems. Look at their behavior. Watch their attitude. Look at how bad of a shape they in, how ignorant and depressed they are. And I mean this out of love. They showing the world how messed up they are. People take free will and really abuse it. Not everybody though. Some people can use free will and live righteous. They block out everything that the world is doing. But then look at the majority of people. They take free will and live a jacked up lifestyle. See, and I want to tie this in with eating right and everything, because the majority of people that I know, and probably that you know, are living a lifestyle of diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, you name it. The way they eat and have been eating have really got the best of them. And I know we always say, well, it wasn't no harm, JT. You know, Big Mama and them, man, they ate like this. Yeah, look at Big Mama and them, really, when you look at how they died. I'm just being real, y'all. They died, legs had to be amputated. Too much stuff. Too much red meat. How many people sitting up fighting with gout? Got to take 15 to 20 pills a day. Depending on pills to keep them going instead of depending on the Most High. See, your lifestyle, there's so much to say about your lifestyle, because if you don't straighten it up, you will be messed up. Most people I know live a lifestyle of depression, confusion. The majority of people that knock on my door are lost. And I'm talking about the ones who say they love Christ so much. They live a lifestyle of this being broke. They got this broke mentality that they always telling you. And that they, well, you know, this how it is, man. We're going to always be broke. Get off and around people like that. Some living a lifestyle of trying to keep up with the Joneses. They go buy any and everything that come out. They find themselves having everything that's material and money, but don't have a peace of mind. Got a beautiful big bed in the back, but can't buy a good night's sleep. We make our life what it is by what we do. So when you hear me say it's your lifestyle, once again, that goes with everything that you do. Let me tell you something. This Bible, Heavenly Father, man, I can say so much about this, changed my life. I'm not going to say I did a 360 with my life. I did a 180. Because sometimes when you do a 360, you'll land back in the same spot. So when I did the 180 turn in my life, not I did it, let me say that right, correct me, Father, the Most High did. But I had to do my part too, that's what I was trying to say. But I made that 180 change. Because I made sure I wasn't going to fall back in the same spot where the old JT was. So when my life changed, that meant me giving up what was killing me in the first place. See, when the Most High get a hold of you, your eating habits will change. Your behavior will change. He will give you a new name. But the problem is most of us don't want to change. When you learn what to do and what not to do, and when you learn that this right here is your temple, you stop all the drinking. You stop all the smoking and getting high. You stop whoring around. Let me get a little bit real with some folks. You ain't gonna be that gangster no more. To my brothers on here that that I look at, that y'all look at me. I mean, that I always talking about that thug life. It ain't no thug life no more. It's a Christ life. Your behavior will change. To the hoe won't be a hoe no more. She's no longer a prostitute. She gave it up. No longer cheating. You're no longer a drug dealer. Let me get all the way real. You are no longer a homosexual nor a lesbian. Not a bad parent no more. You become a new creature in Christ. The old things shall pass on. You bury that fool every chance you get. I'm telling you from experience. Because I got to bury the old JT. Because he rises up. And if you will say amen, you know that old self of you rise up on a daily basis. You might not want to admit it, but how many times do you got to say, leave me alone? This is real what I'm talking about. So y'all, as I leave with this, I want to give you something to think about. And when you get a chance, listen at this song by Isaac Curry called It's a Lifestyle. I know some of y'all have already, heard it. But the lyrics in this song is what got me. It's a beautiful song. My brother Rich at church sings this when my little brother plays it. And this, when I first heard it, the music was beautiful, but it wasn't the music I was listening at. It was what he was saying. So when you get a chance, pull up It's a Lifestyle by Isaac Curry. But what he's saying in this song, he says it's not a song. It's not a beat. It's not the noise from the crowd we seek. It's not for sure don't need your light, but it's more about what's inside. What I've come to realize, it's a lifestyle. He goes on to say we want the name, we want the praise, but it won't just happen on Sundays. He wants your time, your life, your all, but don't wait till your back's on the wall. So today just realize it's a lifestyle. This brother said he want to move the heart of God. Nothing else matters. It's my job. Hands lifted up, eyes to the sky. Words from my mouth echo my mind, standing in awe but never surprised. I want to make you first for all time. It's a lifestyle. When I heard that song, I applied that song with my life. Because I like the fact that he started off saying, it's not a song, it's not a beat. It's not the noise from the crowd we seek. See, that's enough right there to get my attention. It's a lifestyle. We want the name, we want the praise, but it won't just happen on Sundays. But the majority of people that you know, they ready to go to church on Sundays and call that worship. Ain't done nothing else the rest of the week and then waiting on Sunday just to try to get their praise on. Just to try to say, well, I went to church. Well, I'm holy today. I sung in the choir. I paid my tithes and offering. It's a lifestyle. See, for me, serving the Most High is not an opportunity. It's an obligation. It's an honor. It's a beautiful thing. So y'all, that's my time. With that being said, may the Most High bless you, keep you. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.